Wang Wei is more than a 996 worker. He works pretty much 7 days a week, leaving his small apartment usually around 6 a.m., riding the subway to work for over an hour. On the way, he tries to cram for the MBA he's studying. That's, of course, when he can get a seat, which is rare. Arriving at his job as a software engineer for a medical devices company, he puts in 10 to 12-hour days. He rarely sees his 5-year-old son, Joy, picking him up from kindergarten for only the second time this year, the day we followed him. Then it's back to his small apartment, which he shares with his wife and in-laws, who are necessary live-in childcare. Eating, then chores, and a quick game before bed. And it's the same again tomorrow.
I don't have enough time for my family. I used to take them out on weekends. But since September, when I started the MBA course, I have less time for that. Now I can only stay with my kid after work, about 2 hours a day. My wife is busy too. I really feel we have little time to be together.
Wang Wei and millions of others like him in Beijing and across the country are working around the clock. In fact, recent studies show that the average Chinese worker works several hours longer than their Western counterpart. And that's all in a bid to achieve the Chinese dream, which here in Beijing means being able to buy your own apartment.
The biggest part of pressure comes from housing. In Chinese tradition, owning a house is essential for setting up a family. We've been in Beijing for years and moved several times, which is really inconvenient.
Wang Wei has his eye on a bigger place, but it costs 5 million won, about $750,000. And in China, the down payment is huge. He has to find the equivalent of about $300,000 in cash. That's nearly impossible when the average salary in Beijing is about $1,400 a month, according to the Peking University Institute of Social Science. But Wang Wei is determined.
从2019到现在呢，中国大陆白领简直大炸锅了。什么事情让他们炸锅了呢？是从我们看到一个叫做工作996生病 ICU， 他们反的是这个，喊出了反996的口号，这到底是什么东西啊？
那也就是说，中国大陆的白领阶级在抗议所谓的血汗工作。为什么这样说呢？你看，中国大陆软体工程师他们网络上发起一个叫抗议996 ICU。那996 ICU 是什么意思呢？就是每天早上9点到班，然后一直工作到晚上9点。那6就是每周工作6天。那 ICU 就是说呢 ，ICU 就是急诊的这个重症的这个急诊室嘛。就是说，如果你再这样工作下去，你就一定会得到重病。那你看，很多人都是这样说，哎，对呀，哎，在网络上大家说，哎，什么你996，还有那种9106的，就说9点上班，10点下班，还有007的，就0点上班，就一天到晚都在工作，这个公司很多，所以那网络上大家都在说，对呀，大家都是血汗公司，那于是大家都点名到底哪些是这个所谓血汗公司，
是，
就那点名到血汗公司的时候，大家赫然发现，糟糕，那都是我们很熟悉的公司，而且是大公司，你可以看到，华为。阿里巴巴，蚂蚁金服，京东都是大公司，全部都是大公司被列在所谓996的不良名单之内啊。
所以这些大公司，我可以这么说吗？它获得巨大的营收跟获利，是踩在他劳工的血汗上。
对，没错。那我们讲一个公司叫做京东啊，京东的话，这几年的营收暴增的非常快。那你看京东里面的话，有一个内部文件，他就说我们要淘汰3种人，一种是不能够拼搏的人，也就是说你业绩不好嘛，你可能有些人是身体不好，你不想要加班，这种人就一定要淘汰。第二种是不能干的人，也就是绩效差的人，一定要把他淘汰。再就是性价比低的人，他就说有些你年资高，你年资久了，你当然会被升职，但是你这个升职之后呢，你薪水高，但是你做的工作不符合你的性价，他还给你降薪的一个情形。所以你知道这3种人要彻底的淘汰掉，或者是协商解决掉。对，你看他的内部文件居然这样写啊。那你知道后来，所以在这个今年的这个3、4月的时候呢，
有没有人心惶惶？哎，这3把刀射过来。
所以今年3月底的时候，你知道。京东呢就爆发所谓离职潮，我们可以看到，我们去医院才会看到这种大家在排队叫号，对不对？你看他们是离职要排队叫号。